Hey ladies, I wanted to go ahead and show you all a tutorial on removing your makeup and washing your face. A lot of you commented on the first few posts about my skin and how you wanted to know, about my regular makeup and things like that because you said my skin looked really smooth and that sort of thing. Well, I want to talk to you today about taking care of your skin because it's really important that you take care of your skin in order to create some of these looks. You're not going to be able to get a really good smooth foundation look if your skin is in really bad condition. And so today I want to talk about some of those things. So this is going to be a little bit different of a camera angle because I wanted to make sure you could see once I bend my face down into the sink and that sort of thing. But basically the first thing I want to tell you about is to hydrate yourself. The more water you drink, first of all, it's going to get rid of all the impurities in your skin. Water detoxes your body. And the more hydrated you are, the more supple your skin is going to look. It's going to help fill in all those areas. If you're really dehydrated, just like you start noticing it in your lips, they start to get dry and cracked and chapped. The same thing starts happening on a smaller scale on your face or anywhere on your body. Actually, you get ashy and that sort of thing. So keep that in mind. So just stay hydrated, especially in the summer here. I'm in Southwest Florida, and so it gets really hot and really humid. And it may feel like the air around you is, nice and moist, but really you're sweating that much more. And just like, if it was really cold somewhere and you would see your breath leaving your mouth, all of that steam, when it's really cold outside, you can see it leave your mouth. The same thing's happening even if it's not really cold outside. If it's hot, your breath is still, you're losing moisture every time you talk, every time you breathe. And so it's really important to just keep replenishing that all the time. Caffeine in tea and in coffee and soda deplenishes all of that. And so it's really important to refuel your body with that liquid. So make sure you're drinking lots of water. I'm someone who hates water most of the time. So trust me when I say you can do it. You can eat your way through water. I actually received a pin from my sister-in-law who showed me that because I tend to eat a lot of like cucumbers and watermelon and things like that. So there's plenty of foods with water in them. If you need to mix it with, lemon or juice or whatever, do what you can, get the water. It will help all around. The next thing is to make sure you wash your face. I'm really bad about this. Sometimes I'm just so tired. I've got little kids, and so I will go to bed with makeup on and wake up in the morning and it's everywhere, and I've got to rewash my pillowcase and rewash my face and all those things. So really do yourself the favor. I'm bad about it and shame on me for doing it, but if we can all get into the habit of washing our face every night, it would do leaps and bounds. The other thing to keep in mind is if you don't regularly wash your face and you begin to, it's actually going to break out more and get worse for the first week to 10 days. And that's because you're drawing out all of the yuck that's in your skin already. So it's going to get worse before it gets better if you're not already doing it. But stick with it, and I promise you will see results. You don't have to have a really expensive product unless you've got severe acne as an adult. Then I would see a dermatologist. But other than that, a lot of it can just be cleared up with some simple, face washing techniques, which we're going to talk about today. The other thing is skin and hair are very much the same, so are your nails, in that your body is designed to produce the things it needs. So a lot of people have this common misconception that if I have really oily skin and that's why I'm breaking out, that I'll wash all the oil away, use a really good, cleanser and astringent and get rid of all of the oils, and then I won't have any oil left in my face, and so I'll quit breaking out. But what happens is the same thing happens to your hair, the same thing happens to your nails. The more you strip them of the natural oils, you're actually telling your body that your face is, it needs those things, and so it begins to create more of those oils. And so you'll notice that your skin will actually get oilier, or more oily, I should say. So it's really important. Make sure that you moisturize. So if you've got really oily skin means that if you were to wash your face and in the morning when you wake up, don't do anything, look at your face. If you've got oil here on your cheeks, basically all of your face, if you were nice and shiny, that's oily skin. Combination skin, which is like average, whatever, it's sometimes oily, sometimes dry, you're going to have oils mostly in the T-zone, which is, if you were to draw a T on your face, it's here across the forehead and down through your nose and your chin. your cheeks would primarily be dry, or at least this portion of your cheek. And then the other is dry skin, and that's if you woke up in the morning after washing your face and you can feel the tightness, kind of like if you had a sunburn and you can do this and feel the tight stretching of your skin. And that doesn't mean that, you know, your skin could be very loose on your face, but you'd feel that tightness in your face when you stretch it out because it's very dry. So look for a moisturizer that complements your skin type. Clinique's really good about that. You can go take a brief questionnaire at the Clinique counter at Macy's, and they'll tell you what kind of skin you have, and they've got really good moisturizers. I'm not one to buy name brand products, but that is one that I swear by and use all the time and recommend to everyone. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to just use some cotton balls, and this is Target's eye makeup remover, and it's just going to get rid of all the mascara that's waterproof on my face so I don't have a big black ring when I'm done. And just like washing your face, this process is going to get scarier before it gets better. So you don't need a whole lot, you just want to wet them a little bit, the cotton balls. And I always make the mistake of buying the wrong size cotton ball. I don't know why I always get the minuscule ones. You really should use like a big one, because then you could use one. I have to use like 7. So whatever you got works. But just start, you know, gently rubbing this. The skin around your eyes is a different kind of skin, so you need to be a little bit more gentle with it. I'm going to go all the way up into my eyebrow because I lined my brows today. So I'm getting all of this out, and I'm going to all the way down here. Make sure I get all of this. So you can see it's making a mess, but it's getting all of that off. So I'm, again, gently rubbing. You don't want to pull too tightly. You're going to have wrinkles at 27, so don't do that. So again, just getting all of that off. This side might be a little bit worse because I've got all the black on here from the other eye. And I know you're all thinking, I know how to take my makeup off, Brie. But we really need to talk about these steps, because if you don't have a good foundation with your skin, your makeup's never going to go on smooth. So it's good practice for all of us, myself included. Okay, so I still have a little bit on my face, but that's pretty good. And there's enough makeup remover on my face now to kind of wash off the rest. So it's going to get a little bit loud, but I'm just going to turn the warm water on. You don't want really hot water. Your face, because it is more sensitive, is going to notice the temperature change quicker. So you can, like a baby, you know, like baby bath water, you'd feel with the inside of your wrist or that sort of thing. You put the lid back on here so I don't have a spill. And I'm going to start with the Nivea face scrub that I told you all about. And this came in a gift set that my husband got for Christmas, and he never used it, so I took it because they're all the same. It's just got beads in it. You can see the texture is a little bit, feels like there's sand in there. So anyway, just rubbing that in, really paying attention to where I break out the most, and you can do the same at your house with your face. All over my cheeks, my nose, and my chin, and right here between my brows I did a lot, which is also where I apply the most of my makeup. Okay, I'm not really rubbing the scrubbies into my eyes because I don't want to get sand in my eyes. That's no good. So I'm just going to use the warm water now and just rinse this off. Okay. And now I'm going to use my, this is just my daily cleanser. It's a really smooth, clean cleanser from Target. I'll show it to you. There you go. It's Up and Up, the Renewal Daily Treatment. And this is really smooth. It's got a little bit of beads in it, but it's really just more of like a wash. And this one I'm actually, when I'm nearly through, I'm going to actually put it right over my eyes to get rid of all this extra. And any of the oily residue, even though it says it's oil free, there's like an oily residue that's in the makeup remover. There you go. And I'm going to rinse my face. Sorry about the view. I don't want to drop my camera into the water. Okay. So now instead of rubbing my face dry, I'm patting it because the towel, even though it's soft, will cause my skin to break on, you know, a micro surface level that I can't see, but it's actually a little bit more damaging to your face than just gently patting it dry. So don't rub it, pat it dry. The same with your hair. When you're drying your hair out, you should just make sure that you're patting your skin dry rather than rubbing it. And the same goes for your hair when you're drying it in the shower, which we can talk about hair care later, but make sure that you're squeezing the extra moisture out. Don't rub it, you're gonna split all of your ends out. It's gonna be bad news. So I just pat everything dry, and I just am wiping a little bit because all that extra makeup that was left over from that oily residue, I'm just wiping off everything that was in my lash line, because I'm not going to rub soap right directly in my eyes. Okay, so the next thing is an astringent cleanser, and like I said, I have some of this Clinique left over. This is a number 3, which is, they match this according to your skin type, just like the moisturizer I was talking about. But this is, again, I have so much of this left over because you only need a tiny little bit, and I really, really love the way this dispenses. You just like press it like one of those fancy nail polish remover things at the salon. But anyways, I have so much of it left over, so that's why I'm using it. Otherwise, I've had off-brand ones. L'Oreal makes one that you can get at the drugstore. I like to stick with like a system. So like if I'm getting the face wash from somewhere, get the astringent from the same place, the lotion from the same place, etc., because usually they work well together. Okay, so I just saturated, again, 3 of my minuscule cotton balls because I didn't buy the right size, but whatever you got is fine. And I just want to like rub this, and I'm just rubbing it up and out. And this is picking up anything that I thought I got off that got left behind, anywhere that I missed. You don't want to rub it in your eyes, it will burn. But I'm just rubbing it to get anything extra off, all the way down on my jawline. For some reason, if I don't do this, I will break out under my chin. Don't ask me why that happens. The edges of your lips, everywhere. And this can go right to your hairline, just wherever, but you can see all that extra. I like wash my face twice, and there's all this. So this is a really important step. You're like leaving so much on your face if you're not doing this. Then one of the last things, you can see I'm nearly out, but this is my Clinique, again, for oily skin. And this is the Dramatically Different moisturizing gel. They have a lotion and they have a gel. And the gel is for oily skin. The lotion, like my sister-in-law uses that one. The lotion's for dry skin. It's got more oil in it. This one's oil-free. So anyways, it's for the different skin types. But you can, again, get a generic one. It's fine. But so, I'm nearly out, so the pump almost doesn't work. But you really only need a little bit. See there? It's just a tiny little bit. At least I only need a little bit because my skin's oily. And I'm just going to rub this everywhere so that my skin, including my eyes, so that my skin does not get dried out. And that way it doesn't create extra oil anywhere. There we go. And then lastly, I have, and this tube sits at the bottom of my makeup bag, so it's not like the prettiest tube anymore. You can see a brand new one on the blog site. I actually put up a picture of it. But this is the Clinique Acne Solutions, and this is 4 breakouts, like 4 trouble areas. Let me see so you can get, the light is like being weird today, I don't know why. There we go, it's a little bit better. Anyways, you can see a clear picture of this on the blog, but this is the Clinique Acne Solutions Emergency Gel Lotion Intensive. And you literally, the smaller the bottle, this is a trick I learned from someone who is a hairdresser, Miss Anya's. The smaller the bottle, the smaller amount of product you need. So a lot of times, like some like hair products come in these tiny little bottles, and I'm like, I'm not paying $26 for like 0.7 ounces. Well, the smaller the tube, the smaller the amount you should apply. So just keep that in mind. Like if it's a giant bottle of conditioner, you're probably going to need a lot of conditioner. So keep that in mind. It's kind of a good general rule. So this tube is tiny. You only need a tiny little bit. And I mean that. And this has lasted me since like high school. It probably doesn't even work anymore. I shouldn't say that. It does. I know it does. Because this crap like erases any kind of breakout you get. Like if I start feeling, oh, I'm going to get something there, I will blot this on my face the night before. And in the morning, it is either ready to be cleared away, aka, yes, I'm a picker, or it will be gone. So keep that in mind. So anyways, I'm going to apply this to either those trouble areas or where I would get them the most, which mine happened to be here, just above my brow, and on my chin, like I said. There we go. Okay. So there's that. And that just dries up. You can, again, they have different ones. Clearasil sells one. I think Neutrogena has one. It really doesn't matter the brand. You just want something that, like, if you have a troublesome area, you are medicating it so it gets out of there. Because I don't care if you are a Hollywood makeup artist, unless you have, like, a prosthetic piece of wax, like, put over that thing, you are going to see it through your makeup. So, again, just keep with the idea that the better your skin foundation is, the better your results are going to be in the end product. Like if you wrap a Christmas present with like really pretty paper and a pretty bow, it's only so pretty because the box it's in. It's got to be this nice like uniform package, at least for me, because I'm kind of OCD. So just keep that in mind. The inside, the base part has to be really a good foundation in order for you to kind of build upon that. And if you skip a night of washing your face, wash your pillowcase, because all of that filth, even if you can't see it, is on your pillowcase now. And that, especially if you have really sensitive skin or skin that's prone to breakouts, all of that is just gonna wash and rub right back into your face as you sleep at night. And you don't wanna do that. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I think that's it. Keep washing your face. We should make a challenge, like a 30-day face challenge, and everyone wash their face. And if you complete the challenge, high fives all around or something. Anyways, I hope you guys learned something tonight, and I'm reminded to wash my face all the time, and I hope you guys are too. And yeah, keep commenting, keep letting me know what you guys want to see. I'm really excited. The giveaway is this Saturday. Post your eyeshadow looks that you've learned. If you do not post your photo to the Facebook page, I cannot enter you in the drawing. Even if you've shared a photo or the page or liked something, you've got to do both parts. So I really, really need to see those pictures, even if it's just like one eye. I'll go ahead and do one tomorrow so you all can see that and get an example. It doesn't have to be your whole face if you don't want to, just your eye. Don't be like Googling somebody else's eye. I'm gonna know the difference. That's actually a really good idea, but don't do that. So anyways, I hope to see awesome photos, and let's see, later this week, another hair tutorial. So awesome. And we're gonna have our first guest blog I'm really excited about, so stay tuned for that. I will keep you updated, and have a great week, guys. Awesome. See you later.